Okay, so last time on Wildemount, Frozen Sick, we started out in the village of Palebank, where a mysterious disease has killed a dwarf explorer named Ergon Renth, that's turned him into a ice statue. Ergon has been exploring um, a island chain to the north known as the Isocross, where ancient ruins of a long dead civilization stood. Came back with a number of artifacts, which he sold to a curiosity shop, a antique shop. Um, and several weeks later, he got ill and turned into the statue. And the leader of the village, an elf named Elro, tasks you with finding the cause of this disease because he's worried that it might spread to other people in the village. Because in fact, he saw a local dwarf woman with kind of the same ailments, like staggered walking, blue veins running around her body. He's worried that the disease may be spreading. So you track down this elf, whose name is Tulgai, and she has indeed contracted the same disease. You learn that she's a part of a organized crime guild that robbed the curiosity shop, and she believes that one of the artifacts contracted the disease, but she wasn't in possession of them. Her sister took them off to a place called Croker's Cavern, where the Thieves Guild kind of makes a hideout. I know you went to the curiosity shop too, and you found that it was being ramshackled by the same Thieves Guild, and that the owner of it also turned to an ice statue. But
we also found one of the items on the receipts of items of the that was sold to the curiosity shop. The dagger.
It was the dagger the dwarf was in possession of. Yeah,
correct.
But that's what you just learned. I think you all took a short rest.
I think so.
I think I needed the rest more than anybody.
Yeah, you got thrown to the ground a few times.
In the curiosity shop, there was a lot of pain,
Yeah.
curious pain I had to deal with.
But you learned that Tolgi's sister, whose name is
Down.
Olgi?
Hulil,
Ah.
is in a place called Croker's Cavern. The Udlot clan is making their hideout there because, as the locals know, is the home of giant ice frogs, which people tend to avoid because they can be very dangerous.
Oh, that's why it's named Croker.
Croker's
Okay.
Cavern, yeah.
Yeah.
And people croak there, I guess. Maybe. Could have double meaning.
Oh, yeah, no, I know that place really well.
Yeah, I was going to say, how many people who croaked there have you buried, Undertaker?
Let's see. 3.
Low damage, low losses. That's
Yeah. Well, they learn pretty. Once you establish a pattern, people understand it. Do not go over there anymore.
It makes sense.
Well,
I think that's our only lead.
But it's not. It's a known location. It's not too far outside town. So whenever you're ready, you can go and you can head off.
Shake the dirt off my shovel. Strap it on my back like a sword. All right, let's go. Get my lantern.
Really quickly before we go, I say more prayers than I usually would towards the mounds of graves that Mortimus just laid in front of the curiosity shop as a warning to everybody. Don't do crime. And I make the prayers up. For those who did crime, well, may you rest in peace. Thank you for not killing me.
You do realize that they have to dig them back up to investigate, right?
Oh,
Yes?
Yeah, he knows, and I'm sure that's the point.
It's more work for them.
Yes.
Not me that has to do it, though.
But
Honestly,
I am
they'll probably try and seek me out, and I'll have to unbury them and then rebury them, and I get double the pay. It's actually a really good racket.
It's like a scheme, yeah.
Of course,
Just
crime
buried a
is
dead
also
body.
good.
There's nothing illegal about that.
We're chasing after criminals, and of course, there's at least one in our group.
I
Just
mean,
my luck.
maybe.
So
Well-
if you want to make any preparations before you leave, any equipment you might want to buy, but I don't think you've gained any
have
money.
I have 1 silver and a bag of Funko Pops.
I have a grappling hook, actually. I'm pretty excited with it. It'd be very useful in the cave.
It'd be like Zelda.
Isn't Zelda the protagonist of those games? I
Oh.
knew it. Yes.
The game Zelda, the video game Zelda. Alright,
Yeah.
so after you bury and unbury and then bury the dead bodies, you kind of update Elro on the situation, and for as a courtesy, he tells you like where Croker's Cavern is, but it's a pretty well-known landmark. You head off. Croker's Cave, I'm sorry.
All right.
Not cavern.
Yeah.
It was way too Banjo-Kazooie. It was a cavern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, why are you calling it a cavern? That sounds ridiculous.
So much Gruntilda rhyming involved with it.
Yeah. So it's you can't see the entrance of the cave, but you see smoke emitting from kind of a natural chimney. Kind of like deeper within like the mountain that it's set into. Opening is far too small to climb into, but it indicates that there are people present inside. Slow dripping of water sounds out where it falls from the stalactites down into a murky pool that fills the rough tunnel ahead. Every few moments, a loud croaking sounds out from somewhere in the darkness beyond. You notice immediately that this cavern has no natural lighting.
Don't worry, I got you. Light my lantern. Hold it up.
Alright. So that means those of you who don't have dark vision, for this you're kind of limited to the room that you're in, vision-wise. But the dwarf and the elf do have some better night vision.
Silly.
The lantern, just for rules purposes, the lantern gives out, unless hooded, it gives out a 30-foot radius of dim light, of bright light, and then an additional 30 of dim light. So you can essentially see 60 feet away.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's way better than like a torch.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
And it can be covered to reduce all of that to 5 foot.
Can you be in the front, please?
I mean, if you need me to. Who wants to take my place in back?
Up here, by the way, if you.
I'll pull up the rear, it's fine.
All right.
So in front of you is about a 10-foot pool of water.
Ah, whoops.
Stick my shovel in, dip down into it just to make sure it's actually 10 feet. I don't recommend swimming as it's very cold.
It is extremely cold. I think if you spend too long in there, maybe hazardous.
I don't suppose anybody's good with ice magic.
No. Not me, anyway.
Not me.
I can chill touch, but it's dead chill, not cold chill.
Just shimmy against the wall.
I can fire flames, but I don't want to wake croakers.
And
The
now that
very-
you're in the cave, like, you know, you definitely hear some croaking.
Yeah. Well,
All right, so they
I
kind
will, I will attempt to shimmy around the wall to basically get to here.
Yeah. I don't like what's in the middle there. So many heebie-jeebies coming my way that are frog related.
Yeah, there is nothing to shimmy against.
Okay, looks like if... Well, bottoms up, and I will jump right in and just hurriedly swim across.
Right. What's your passive perception?
Oh, it's a wonderful 10.
He's fast for an old guy.
Right. As you plunge into the water, two shapes do emerge. It's two ice
Move the
frogs.
headstones, but they didn't move the bodies.
It's two ice frogs emerge from the frigid waters. Get a surprise bite on you.
Ah,
5 will miss.
yep.
13.
Just hits with my mage armor.
Alright. The frogs erupts from the water, gives you a bite, and you are restrained.
Oh.
Whoa.
Something's got my leg. It's not very sharp, but it's around my entire leg.
We're gonna roll for initiative.
Right.
All right. They look so cute, but they're gonna blep us to death. Yeah.
So, let's see here, your
It's the annoying frog, Axel F.
So your speed is 0. You're currently, well, not drowning per se. Attack rolls against creature have advantage. Your rolls have disadvantage. Okay.
I don't have my condition macro in here.
Yeah.
Before you jumped in, I was going to honestly recommend us like tie our belts around each other's waists and sort of help each other move to the other
I'm
side.
gonna just take you with me.
I would
The Matterhorn.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Tie yourself down to the person wearing several hundred pounds of armor.
Oh, you also take damage. Sorry. You take 4
Yeah.
piercing damage.
Yep, I'm down. Oh, I kid.
Wait, you're down?
No, I'm fine. I am a magic user, so I am weak, and it is level. So frogs can kill us.
Roll out.
But,
Alright,
missing Karl on the
Oh,
initiative.
did I not hit it?
You have to
Make sure
remember to click on your
token.
yeah, click on your token.
here, I'll add you.
Uh,
Go here. Roll an 8.
you rolled an 8, yeah.
Yeah, I thought it had shown up.
Pretty good.
Right, frog that is currently has a sticky tongue on Mortimus's leg.
Sticky icky.
You're being
Um,
attacked by one of those things you throw against the wall.
Oh darn, no one's a small creature. Because they can swallow.
Oh no.
Oh no, sentient gack that can swallow.
But it will double down on its bite, roll a 19.
Yep, that hits.
Take 3 piercing damage. These frogs must have little little sharp teeth.
Yeah.
Right, Mortis.
Not good. I'm going to. Nope, that's ranged. Oh yeah, they're both. Why did I take 2 ranged spells?
You're gonna have disadvantage anyway in your attacks.
Yeah, you're right. Right, so I might as well. I'm just gonna go ahead and do a chill touch against the frog that is biting me.
All right.
No, it's still pretty good. 18.
18 hits.
Disappointing 3 damage. 3 necrotic.
3. Oh, yeah, not cold.
And it
All right.
can't regain hit points until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
It's like, and then I'm gonna go ahead and hold my shovel up out to net Mordan's. It's like, I'm going under. That'll be my turn.
Frog is gonna swim and attempt to grapple.
So
Mordan.
cute.
Oh, so adorable.
So adorable. Gonna eat
It's
us.
gonna eat us. 21.
That hits.
Alright. Lashes out its tongue. Shrop. Up from the water. Right in the groin.
Ooh.
You take
Got your-
you take 5
Bird.
take 5 piercing damage.
Got it.
You are also also restrained.
They've got like little icicles on that made their teeth. That's why they got sharp teeth.
Excuse me. Hey, Mordan.
Little biter. And we'll. Hey, so I get disadvantage on this?
Yes.
Well, that's not good.
Ah,
It's a miss.
Get off.
Just shaking your leg.
I just said, stop it.
Right, net.
ribbit, 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 ribbit,
How
ribbit, ribbit,
deep
ribbit,
is
ribbit.
the? How deep is the water, like here, roughly?
It is about 10 feet.
That's
So you'll
bigger than me.
you'll have to swim, yeah.
Okay. Well, are they like kind of floating above-ish the water?
Yeah. Yeah, the
Okay.
heads are like above the water.
I'm just gonna throw a hand axe.
You do have a spear, right? That's
No, I have
te-
a halberd.
a halberd.
Oh shit, you're right. I have
that's-
10 feet of.
Yeah.
You're so right. Oh my god, you're so right. Sorry, I'm used to playing a fucking cleric.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, I have 10 feet of movement, or 10 feet of reach with my. So yeah, I'm just gonna try and harpoon it in a way, I guess. I got 10 feet of reach. I'll go for this one then. So I feel like that would just kind of like hip check Karl. Or not Karl.
Mordan.
Mordan. I can't see his name for some reason. A little bit to move.
Alright.
Oh, for pity's sake. Never mind. I don't do anything.
They're frogs. They might be weak.
Just miss it.
Just kidding. Sorry. Yon yon for this one.
If you do 1d4 damage to Mordan as you miss the frog, you elbow Mordan.
Yeah. No. And I'm not. Yeah. No. That's it.
Right,
You hit his crotch too.
Sorry. Oh, sorry.
Dwarf down.
Sorry.
Right, Karl, your turn.
All right, Sacred Flame. As soon as I can upon the frog that's restraining Mortimus.
Right.
Let's do it. Oh dear.
Deck save.
Dexterity save. Oh. They pass.
We're so bad at D&D.
No, we're not, I believe. Man, I
Got your next character ready?
Yep. The same one, but he's a reborn.
Can I do a bonus action of healing words and I'm right next to poor Mordan?
The healing word is a range, so you could actually heal me.
Are you projecting something upon me? AKA...
I'm hurt. Everybody else is not hurt.
Your wish is my command. Here I go. Oh, are my spell slots still filled up, or was this like have they?
You
been...
had a short rest. The only ones that were gained on a short rest are Warlock spells, and then one type of wizard. But so they are still filled out until you take a long rest. Have you used all your slots?
I have.
Okay, I'm gonna die. Great.
Oh!
Joey, feel free
This
to
was the reason you couldn't have taken a long rest. It's just that they were kind of in a hurry finding this disease.
do proper long rest then. Retcon.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Correct.
say it's because we're level 1. You can go ahead and take a long rest. Nothing will really change. Just regain your spell slots and class
Hit dice.
abilities back. Yeah, your hit dice. But you're not gonna heal anything because they're already taking damage.
Yeah.
So go ahead and don't press the long rest button. But just on all your abilities and spell slots, just uncheck them.
All right, I've unchecked the slots.
Okay. Now you can heal.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Yeah, that one battle last time was actually kind of a intensive battle for level 1.
Yeah.
It really was.
Alright,
Those
All
damn
right.
elves.
you get 9.
I'm back
healing.
up total. Thank you.
Time for you. I just like chuck some healing stuff, like lob it towards your way, while you stare down the cute frog.
The 15 hit Mortimus.
Yes.
Take 3 piercing damage as it also tries to drag you under. Give me a strength.
Strength
saving
save?
throw. Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna contest.
11.
Rolls a 15. He begins to submerge you under the water.
Oh
Okay.
goodness.
Because of that, I want you to make a Constitution saving throw. Yes, give me a Constitution saving throw.
12.
Oh, right. Maybe it's just in your nature, but the cold doesn't bother you much.
Cold doesn't bother me much. Reminds me of my clients.
I knew it.
So you can still
Straight-
see the frog, but it is underwater now, so he has partial cover.
Yes, I'm just gonna stick my head down there just so I can basically be with him, and I'm gonna take out a dagger instead of my shovel, and I'm gonna try to stab him with the dagger. Because daggers can be used underwater.
That's right.
11.
That
Horrible.
hits.
Horrible. That hits. All right, got a magic number.
Hey.
4 damage.
Damage. Alright, this icy blue blood, like, poor frog. But you
Trying to kill me.
stab the frog, he lets you go, and
Hey.
swims further underneath the water into a hidden passage.
Attack of opportunity.
You can, but he's fleeing.
I'm still gonna do it.
Right.
Nah, I miss.
Yeah.
I go up to the surface. Let go of me.
Praise be. I'm happy.
17 hit. Mordan.
No, it does not.
Okay. It attempts to swallow you because, like, oh, this is a small creature. But, it's like, nope. It's a dwarf.
This stands in place way too heavy.
Yeah.
What do you think you're doing? $13.
13. Alright, 13 hits.
There you go.
7 damage.
Damage. Alright, it's around this time from the darkness, you see the figure of a dwarf come to check out the commotion from the other side of the lake. And he sees that their pet frogs found some intruders. Takes out a little horn, blows out of it. The sound echoes throughout the cave. Hope it doesn't cause a cave in. He goes, "Intruders!"
Who's got
That's a
good
lot of
persuasion?
that's a lot of people being added to the turn order.
Who's got good persuasion to be like, we're not intruders, we're friends?
Probably the one drowning.
They sure won't listen to me, the
But
outsider.
this frog will also let go of Mordan and swim away. Alright, that.
How's the ankle bite us?
Right, well, she's gonna look at the guy across, kind of like has like a hand over, even though it's dark because it's a cave. She has like her hand over her forehead, looking through. She can see very well under here, but do you mind?
It's like, we mind very much.
Well, I mind your pets trying to kill my friends. Look, we just come in here. We're trying to find something to stop people from dying out there, and we just get attacked by frogs. I don't think that's very nice. Actually, it's quite rude. I apologize.
He
Here,
raises
Mortimus,
his,
give me your hand.
raises
Mortimus,
his
give me your hand.
crossbow and he goes, "That means they're doing their job."
Yeah, I reach out to Net to try and also,
She'll pull him out.
yeah.
She'll try to pull him
in.
out.
Yeah.
That would be my action, I guess, is pulling him out.
Mortimus had movement on his turn, so yeah, he can
Okay.
go there, yeah.
Okay.
Right,
Yeah, sure.
okay. Still free actioning, speaking. Put that away. Please, if you don't mind. Thank you.
He doesn't.
I will... Right, alright. Cracks her knuckles, and I'm gonna reach. As opposed-
Yeah. Well, remember, you gotta attack.
Well,
Always
if
believe
Joey
it.
said that you had enough movement on your turn,
Go for it.
then I will lob my hand axe at him. From
Yeah.
across the pond. I will
Alright.
certainly try anyway. It's 60 feet, right? To lob it? 5, 10, 15, 20, I think.
Yeah, I think
Oh, yeah.
I think it's 2060. 2060 is the range for thrown weapons for a normal character.
Oh, I have javelins. Just kidding.
It's 35 feet across the
Yeah.
pond.
So I'll have plenty. So I will do that. I'm
Alright.
just gonna lob a fucking javelin at him. Achoo! That's a 14.
Lands
D&D Beyond.
lands
Fuck
in the
you.
water.
Hold on. I'm taking a screenshot of this because this is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. D&D Beyond. You. Oops, that's the wrong chat. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah. The
Are
9. Look at where the 9 is. The 9's not even like the next. Oh, 6 would have been the next one. Or, yeah. What does it think you got? Oh, it thinks you got a 4.
4 plus 5.
Yeah.
That.
Joey, is it cocked?
Looks cocked to me.
Oh, thank you, Joey.
My thing.
I'll do that one more time.
But that
Okay, that was so much better. So much difference is made.
time rewinds. Instead of landing in the pool, it lands on the dwarf.
The dice
Doesn't.
say, I don't think so.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Okay.
And that just goes. That's a taste of what's to come. But that's it for my turn.
You're like, Mortimus, can you get the axe when you swim by it?
Yeah. We might have to run.
Right. Karl, your turn.
Oh, it's my turn. I want to do a free speech action to Dwarf Man and say, if you don't want your leader Hulil to turn into an ice popsicle, you better let us through. We know the cure.
Give me a deception check.
Alright.
Right. Yeah, here's Karl being smart and everything.
Are
and that's
we-
just like, I'll fucking kill you, mate. You won't.
Is he deceiving? Or because that's technically true.
We don't have a cure.
You don't have a cure.
Oh, gotcha.
Unless the cure is Jesus.
Huzzah! No, huh?
And not bad with a -1.
He lowers his crossbow. Maybe because you knew the name, you knew she was ill. But he puts up an arm to kind of command the people behind him to stop. And he goes, "What's this about a cure?"
Just motion to Karl to continue.
Ah, yes.
He
We
puts
know
his-
what happened. We know why she is sick.
He puts an arm in the frog that hopped up next to him, like to kind of like it's almost like an attack frog. It's just like easy fella.
Ribbit. It like wants to kill us. And like, oh.
Its mouth opens and his extendable tongue just hangs out.
Yeah, it's like
That's the most disgusting fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
Please let us through before it's too late. Her sister is almost ice, and we don't want her to suffer the same fate.
I'm so sorry.
a let me show more of the map here so you can see.
Oh no, we see less of the map. It's getting darker.
The dwarf is like, I like ice, and just throws all the frogs at us.
Yeah, this elf comes up from behind, saying, "What is that you said about a cure?" Kind of repeats the question.
We have it in our
Right.
possession. We wish to speak to your leader so that she can feel better.
Mortimus is also going to pipe up and say, "We learned where you were from Ataria, which was the name we got from the dead one."
Ataria.
Yeah,
One
so
of the elves in the
last-
shop.
Yeah, last time we left one alive, and I asked what was the name of that dead one, and you had to look it up on the internets, come up with the name, and that's the name we got. So I'm giving the one we killed the name, so to give more credence.
One of the ones you buried.
Yeah.
Saying, if you got the name from them, why aren't they delivering it themselves? Who are you?
They've come down with it.
She kind of squints.
Now, if you don't want that to spread in this very tight environment of the cave to everybody in here, frogs and people, I suggest we talk to who we need to.
Give me another deception check.
Oh, hey, I'm pretty good at this. Dirty 20.
She goes, "How can that be possible? How could they have contracted the disease?"
We think there's more than one source. We found the shop owner of the place they were taken at, also already turned to cold statue. They were nearby.
Dwarf kind of turns to him, saying, I seem to know a lot about what's going on. But she kind of like kneels down a little bit and whispers something in his ear. And he goes like, yeah.
I wonder what they're talking about.
I wish I could read lips.
I wish I could have bigger ears.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Nat, I'd like to remind everybody at home, Nat has like giant not floppy, but like her ears are like bigger than normal, but they like hang down
Night elf
slightly.
ears.
They're like just big droopy. It looks like she hasn't quite grown into her ears.
No, I'm not even looking at you while speaking that. I'm just kind of just oblivious to that and going.
Oh,
"Oh,
she's
so
still
that's
saying it though.
pretty
She's
cool."
still saying it though.
Like Buggy with his nose.
Can we... No, it's probably too far away from me because I don't have dark vision, so...
I do.
Can you see what they're saying, Net?
I got 60 feet of dark vision, baby.
But we'll
I
say
didn't want to...
Is,
Go ahead.
I also speak Dwarvish, if that helps. I don't know.
one of them says,
I'm not very perceptive.
it's like kind of far away. They're whispering, but you hear him say, like, won't hurt just having him talk to her. And if, if they're lying, then old Croaker will take care of them. He goes,
Oh, what the fuck is old crow?
that's a good point.
I think that... I assume it's going to be a bigger frog, and we had trouble with the smaller frogs. I mean, the smaller frogs were still big, but, I mean... he's probably old. He's probably decrepit.
Wouldn't that make it easier to kill?
Yeah, I thought I realized that as I was talking.
Right.
The elf snaps a finger, and a couple more lackeys walk up with a very long piece of wood, and they start laying it across the pool. And he goes, well, Hulil told us not to get close because they didn't want us to contract anything. So if you go deeper, you're on your own.
All right. I would highly suggest all of you mask up. Don't know if it's airborne.
Maybe social distance as well. 6
Yes.
feet.
One of them goes, it's
start,
like,
start ordering food in. Don't go out to eat.
There's one that's like, it's just a myth.
I'm not going to talk to you in particular. Everyone else, stay safe.
He thinks all health potions are poisons.
Oh god.
Oh, he's one of those
Magic doesn't
dwarves.
exist.
Yeah.
Oh, those dwarves. Those love to live in caves, last I remember.
I assume we can cross the...
Yeah, you can cross. But they have their weapons raised. They have their frogs on a leash. They're just like, we know you're outside of the clan.
Yes,
I mean,
we...
It goes without saying.
So...
Which clan is that?
She kind of tilts her head. Shouldn't you know?
He's the muscle, not
He
the
says
brains.
you talk to our companion. I assumed you're
was-
best friends, practically.
He's testing me, clearly.
I write it down.
We heard your name, the Thieves Guild. We were wondering if you were known by any other aliases.
So just because you're not all familiar with the world, with this setting, one of the big cities in this area has like 4 crime families, and you heard one of the other elves at the other place say they're part of the Autolot, the Udalot.
Right. I remember.
It's like, it's only because we're so desperate for a cure for this thing.
As we're walking by, I will look down this passageway to on the map right,
Alright.
just to see what it is. Yep.
This cavern reeks, and the floor is covered in bat guano.
Yeah.
Ace Ventura's been here.
Look for a medallion.
Look for a medallion.
As we're walking by, I was like, point us in the direction, and has anybody else been showing symptoms? Have you been unnecessarily cold, turning blue, lips blue, thoughts of wanting to be warm? And I'll just start doing things that anybody with a mild sense of cold will,
One
just have.
one of the elf goes like, I have the sniffles.
Where are you? Mask up.
It's like, oh no, he has the sniffles. It's like, oh, that's bad news.
That's bad news. That's step one.
That's worse.
It's like a hypochondriac going to WebMD.
I was thinking about another symptom of this disease is like you start thinking of like good humor popsicles, or like you think of the Antarctic a lot. It just kind of forces you to start thinking of ice before you become ice.
You really want to watch Batman Forever and
I have been thinking a lot about ice lately.
Yeah. You should.
Well-
You should.
It's been really nice to meet you. The guy, did you say ice to meet you? No,
No.
that's weird. Why would I say that?
walk the plank.
Oh god,
No,
yeah,
I
you're
said-
starting. Yeah, you're starting to hear all of the things as ice. That's start. You're getting the delirium. You need to get to the isolate yourself. Stay away from everybody else. And then
Actually,
we'll
I
just
said
continue.
slice to meet you.
So yeah, I'll just follow. Wherever they point to.
Yeah.
They said they'll go deeper. I assume deeper into the cave.
Well, unless you want to go through the guano cave.
Nope. Maybe on the way back we'll stop at the gift shop.
A little stinky for my taste right now.
They reveal passageway like right here.
Well, a bunch of idiots.
Right? I mean, jeez.
Bat guano, though.
Why are you so interested in bat guano?
No, I'm very interested in not being near it.
Oh,
Yeah.
You sound like you're very excited about bat shit. So I just
No, it's just
You would say that he's crazy about batshit. Batshit crazy.
Mortimus,
I'm sorry. I just try to be jovial once in a while.
don't please just keep me day job.
Mortimus.
Yeah.
There are times
Oh,
where I
night
just wish
job.
you were scaring someone away from me, but this is not one of those times.
Because people are you do pass by like a bunch of bunks, and it has a little fire going, and the thieves are kind of murmuring around themselves, like, should we really trust them? It's like yeah, but we're kind of desperate. You know how desperate the boss gets.
We'll say, keep that fire warm. Fire keeps the cold away, and I'll prestidigitation it to make it kind of flare it up a little bit. Kind of just say, hey, we're here for help. We're here to help.
We're here to help. All right.
Oh god, another one of these. We should
Hey.
probably ask if they have another
You got another?
bridge.
Hey, you guys have another plank of wood to help us cross this pond?
He goes, it's like, yeah, but it's on the other side. Good luck. And they kind of wave and they kind of return back to the cave. And one of them goes like, yeah, they're gonna die.
Can we see the plank from here?
Yeah, it's like on the other side.
Hey Karl.
Yeah,
How good's your fishing game?
I think not too bad.
Well,
You know, I can.
take out that grappling hook of yours and see if you can snag that the wood.
Yeah.
Tie a rope to the end of it first, remember?
I tie a rope to the end of the grappling hook. But I don't know how I could cast it, so to speak, at least by
I don't even know how
Well-
you would. What's a grappling hook, I guess?
Grappling hook is just the hook that will. It's like the 3-pronged curved hook that. So I would assume that he would just like twirl it like vertically in a circle and just cast it out like that. We just stand back so he doesn't get one of us in the freaking eye.
No. Stand back. Stand back, and this is when I stand the tallest. Like, this is really when I'm gonna like show my usefulness to the group and go like, all right, I got this. And I twirl it around my head multiple times. And would it be like an athletics check to throw it?
That would be. Maybe a sleight of hand, not sleight of hand. Yeah, it's gonna be like dexterity or athletics.
Acrobatics or athletics is what I would say.
Yeah, acrobatics or athletics.
I'm definitely doing acrobatics. Dirty 20.
Nice.
Right. Yeah. It, kind of grapples the end of it, and you think if you can ever so slightly reel it back in, it might be able to get it across. But what's your passive perception?
My passive perception.
It's your 10. It's on the left side, just under the saving throws, but also it's just 10 plus whatever your modifier for perception is. Plus 5 if you have advantage on it for whatever reason.
Plus 5 right now for perception.
So it should be a 15.
Yes, it is.
All right. As you reach the water's edge, a much larger ice frog than before erupts from the water.
Ugh.
And attempts to grab the grappling hook out of your hands, and then splashes back down. You get splashed with all this icy cold water.
I really quickly reel the grappling hook in.
Not enough time. We're entering initiative again.
Initiatize me, Captain.
So remember to click your token, then roll the initiative button.
Luckily, I have 0 dex, so I can just use the macro that's set up.
If we survive this, I'm just gonna pretend to walk out. Just be like, oh well, this is how you treat us. Boom.
Karl, did you roll initiative?
There it is. Hey, it worked.
Oh, there it is.
Slightly better this time.
Just
As a group.
little bit.
As a group. As a group.
Oh, as a group, okay.
This one's not as cute as the other ones. Right, Net, you're first.
Oh boy. Well, I'm just gonna squeeze right through here. Excuse me, gentlemen.
Right
Excuse me,
between
pardon
them.
me, coming through.
It's just kind of like ducks between the two of them.
Wank, wank, wank.
She just lets out a sigh. That's all she. I'm gonna try to hit it with my halberd.
Right.
On Halliburton.
7 will miss.
I'm changing this dice. I don't like this dice. This
You
dice
changed
is-
it last time too because it was wrong.
Yes, I did. I did.
It's like you're the
Okay.
Baldur's Gate dice. You're supposed to save the force, not destroy it.
Every campaign needs a Randy. Jess, you now have to start yelling at the top of your lungs at everything.
No, I'm good. I don't want to trigger myself, so we're good. Anyway, I don't hit it.
Right, Mortimus.
I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm far enough path. An Eldritch Blast right at it.
Right.
Actually, I don't like this thing. It looks more dangerous.
I don't like Eldritch Blast.
I'm gonna hex it first.
Yeah.
It's a bonus action. So I'm concentrating. And now I will Eldritch Blast.
What does Hex look like for you?
Hex. I'm gonna say that like the lantern starts having this sort of like black light effect, giving off like this sort of glow that illuminates things that are white and lighter colors. Measly 12 to hit. Does it hit?
It does hit.
Yes. It's gonna do. Looks like 8 because I couldn't see the number, and then an additional 4 necrotic. So 8 force, 4 necrotic.
Nice.
I learned from your brethren.
Learned from you.
I'll step back to give give people some room. I'll peek back. Are the people in the campsite just
Yeah.
snickering at us?
A few of them are like peeking through, and it's like, oh, they met old Croker, can't control him. But he will attempt to bite. Attempt to bite Net.
No.
8 will miss. It like tries to scramble up the icy part of the shore, but it like scrambles and like slips down as it tries to like yeah. But you're a little too nimble.
Can we all collectively
Yuck,
laugh?
yuck.
And be like, ha!
Right.
Is there enough space on the thing right above Net for me, or is that just water?
I'll say you'll get your feeties wet if you step there.
Okay, sure.
You'll be like half submerged.
Stocky dwarf.
All right, you big and gruesome. Ooh, it almost rolled onto a 7, but then rolled back.
Nice.
Yay!
That hits.
7 damage.
7 slashing. Alright, Karl.
Could I do a quick, like, free action to just quickly turn around and look at all the people behind us and give them the biggest, dirtiest face I can?
Yeah, they're eating popcorn as they watch.
Just giving them the nastiest look. Like, you mother... Okay, I have that moment, and now I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna try, actually, let me try my crossbow.
You are in melee range, so range
yeah,
attacks
okay.
are at disadvantage.
Oh,
So you're
okay.
better off just use your hammer.
Alright, I'm gonna use my mace.
Yeah.
Just spray it in
Praise
his eyes.
Jesus, bonk. Oh, we
Ooh.
are just terrible at D&D.
Ooh. Of course, that does not hit. I hope it doesn't
It hits,
crit fail.
it hits some ice that's like frozen onto the frog's leg. It doesn't do anything.
That'll teach him.
Look at that. Right, Net.
Well, guess I'll just do the same thing. Can't really do much else at level 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, this is like the hard part. I've gone from like fucking level 17 to a level 1. So. Anyway, 19.
19 hits.
Ah!
Wait,
Shish.
Oh, there we go. 10 damage.
Nice. Shishka Frogget.
Mhm.
Right, Mortimus.
How's it looking?
Very hurt.
Yeah, I will just another Eldritch Blast on it. Garbage 8.
8.
That's gonna be a miss, I assume.
Yeah, it does not hit.
And I'll just turn to. I'll just. Dirt got in my eyes, and just that's it. That's all I got.
You look all by yourself when you get dirt in your eyes. We all look at you just like, oh, well, that sucks.
Yeah, it just can't quite get up the slope as it tries to get Mordan. Rolls a 13.
The old croak
Yeah.
is getting arthritis in its webby hands.
Right, Mordan, your turn.
Uh, 12.
12 hits.
Yay.
Level 1.
6 slashing.
Right, it is still standing.
You got this, Karl. Get your kill. Get your first kill.
Oh man, I want this kill so bad. All right, give me this mace.
Don't roll a 5.
Is that enough?
11 will hit.
Yeah! No way!
So as it's trying to grab for Mordan, you come up from the side, take out your mace, just swipe him blindside on the side of the head, and like it's slow mo his tongue goes flying out like, and it will grow frustrated and dive back into the water, into a secret hidey hole.
Giant secret hidey hole.
Yeah. You want to kill the poor frog. He's did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
I really don't, so that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a cool frog. He's pretty legendary.
Just beat me to it.
Someone on Blue Sky said their character got eaten by this guy and then got digested and died. I was like, oh, that was unlucky.
Hex is still up for an hour, or until I drop or lose concentration.
Yeah, it's not dead, so.
Except, yes, you are correct. Damn it. Really needed that to die.
Oh.
Hey, don't look at me. I tried, but now I'm kind of happy we didn't.
Alright, you can pick up the grappling hook and pull the wooden board.
I pull the wood towards us.
30-foot plank of wood.
I know.
I see we all go across.
Oh, okay. So just me teetering on it, just a little worried that he'll come back.
You see, like, the eyes from below the water just watching you.
Rolling its eyes as we go by.
Saying, just wait.
And I'm just like, love you, man. Thank you for not killing us.
Alright. A warm rush of heat comes from a massive fire burning in the center of this cavern, its smoke venting up through a narrow stone chimney. The flames illuminate a rough painting of a five-headed dragon that dominates the north wall. A bedroll is spread out beneath the mural. Near the crackling blaze, a dwarf bundled in a heavy cloak sits on a stone chest beside an elf whose face is covered in dragon tattoos. The dwarf's face is streaked with pulsing blue veins. They are both deep within. They are both meditating and do not notice you as you approach.
Maybe we should. I'll whisper. Maybe we should just check their stuff while they're not looking. We're looking for items. Do I see anything from that list like being worn by these characters?
Um,
Possibly the scroll case, the quiver, or a silver ring.
Give me a investigation.
$18.
18. You do not see anything like that.
Well, gotta talk to them, or we just look around. What do you say, Karl?
I don't want to talk with them, but like gently. We don't want to. I'm sure this meditation is very much helping them.
Boy, wake up.
Yes, that was like
right,
about to
okay.
like raise them like.
Oh, jeez.
Step
She
into the
didn't-
chamber a little bit.
Yeah. Swap spots with me, Mortimus. Thank you.
You're going Piper again.
No, I didn't.
Or Row, anyway.
No.
So this dwarf and elf woman do not notice you as you walk in. They are like seem to be in a deep meditation.
Oh, Net, poke one with your stick.
I could just. She'll like kneel down next to this one. And she'll just kind of like shake her shoulder a little bit.
You feel ice and snow on the shoulders, like that kind of texture.
Her eyes immediately open up. She sees this elf staring her in the face. Her hand
Hello.
immediately goes for a dagger.
Whoa, right, relax. We'll put her hands up. It's fine.
The elf woman's eyes also open up.
Mortimus put his hands up as well. Non-threatening.
Not here for a fight.
Here to help.
The elf woman goes, saying, "By Tiamat's name, you shall die."
No, no.
We bring word from your sister, Hulil.
Are you calling this
Yeah.
the sister Hulil, or are you?
No. Sister, comma,
Okay.
Hulil.
Hulil will kind of stop the other cultists from attacking Ziggs. He goes, "Hold on. Let him talk." Saying, "How do you?" You notice her voice is like raspy, deep. She goes, "How do you know my sister?"
We just visited her. She's in as much of a sickly condition as you are, I'm afraid. After talking with her and after visiting Pup's Curiosity Shop, I'm afraid you both stole something, and that's why you've been inflicted with this disease.
She goes, "No shit." Thanks.
She got you there, Karl. Yeah, that was actually
I'm gonna slowly just start walking out, like not offended, but kind of just like, well,
Saying,
want my help or not?
We figured that out already.
Oh, that was
But
hilarious.
her eyes kind of look heavy, and she goes, I would hope my sister would have avoided the same fate as me." She goes, "Damn it."
Still might, if we can somehow get a cure for it.
Saying, "Either you kill all my men, or they let you through." Which one was it?
Oh no, they let us through.
They let us through.
Yeah. We got word from our Ataria. You want a name of somebody who betrayed you, but trust me, they were just trying to help.
Frog's a bit knackered, though.
Saying, "Oh, they're tough."
Yeah.
He goes, "I very much doubt you have a cure."
We are on our way to getting one.
Sorry, that's the ambulance that just pulled up outside. Did you hear it?
The snowmobile.
The
one that-
snowmobile ambulance. Sorry about
The one
that.
that drove over to Old Croak to help with little frogs. on the head.
I thought it was one of the frogs. I was like, what? He goes out.
Ugh.
One of the frogs had the zoomies! Yay!
Oh.
Cute.
Anyway, sorry about that.
Yes. We're on our way to finding one. That's why we need as much information as we can from you, from anything.
As to why you got sick, as to what you took, because that is our ultimate goal. We need to find this cure as soon as possible to save you and your sister.
The elf woman goes like, why should we tell you anything, you heathens, you blasphemers? By Deimos' name you shall burn in the 9 hells, la la la. And the
Oh my
Khalil goes
Lady?
like, calm down, saying,
god. She's alright.
I don't think these people have a cure. Saying I was going to go to the best. I know you said you were looking for it, but saying so I doubt the best alchemists in Shady Creek Run know a cure, but I have to try. That's where I was heading next.
Shady Creek. Do you think you'll make it?
She goes, who knows? Worth a shot. Shady Creek Run, would be like the big city with the crime families.
It seemed very mobile.
Saying, that's why it's going to take a while.
I don't think you have that time. No, you can either help us, and I would like to just point out that I'm not making a threat, I am making an observation. You can either help us and we get a cure nearby, or you can make it halfway to Shady Creek before you just freeze or are left out there.
She goes, you find the cure, you'll give it to me and my sister?
Yes.
Yes.
Might be safer if you're all in the same spot when we find the cure. So I might recommend that you go and visit her in her cabin.
Well, I stay far away from there. Far away from town unless I have to.
Well, there's the unless.
She
The closer
goes,
you are together, the closer we can
you have to
administer
have
it.
your word. Because I don't know if you noticed, we are criminals. But
We will say.
Don't worry, I'm off shift.
You have an off-shift dwarf policeman here. Dwarf guard. And,
The mayor's sent us out here, so... Yeah, you're good.
We just put up a thing that says quarantine, no one will come near you.
Yep. Doesn't matter anyway. I'd rather be alive in prison than some old statue. Some ice statue.
Well,
she goes,
at least
listen,
make it comfortable for you and avoid the prison as much as we can.
me and my sister. It's called Frigid Woe. Not many people probably heard of it, but there's been stories of adventurers coming from the Isle Cross contracting this disease, turns into a statue.
a quick question. Who coined the name?
Matt Mercer.
Yeah. Mr. Mercer.
Ah, the famous one. All right.
He goes, and you're in luck. Because I know the source.
Oh, that makes things easier. What is it?
What is it?
Don't tell him, sister. They'll just betray you. It's like, oh, calm down. Don't worry.
I give her the look of, lady, I'm going to need you to chill for a moment here. No pun intended.
She goes, it was the blue vial that I stole from the shop. It was cracked. Powdery substance.
Still got it?
How many people touched it?
Well, just me and my sister.
And the shopkeep. They went first.
It's like, well, she would have gone at first. That makes sense.
Yeah.
She goes, I sold the other one to a traveling merchant. I needed the money.
Yeah,
Do you know where
What
that
do you-
traveling merchant was going to?
Saying, well, should be in town. Let's see if you have a name here. It says it was a man named Irvin, traveling with his family. Saying, hope they didn't touch it.
That name Irvin wasn't Ergon by any chance, was it?
Saying, no, he said his name was Irvin Lyle.
I will note that.
What do you do with the non-cracked vial?
She kind of... She hops off the stone chest. Gives a little kick with her foot. Going, set myself a little trap with it. I'm going to suggest opening this.
Very well.
Saying if so might want to go check up on them.
Isn't she very caring now?
Right, well,
I was about to say, she says kind of dismissively.
Yeah. Can we?
thanks for the help.
And
If we find a cure, we'll add it to you.
We'll find you and your sister at your sister's hut. You'll be happy to know that the dogs are fine.
I hate those dogs.
Okay,
Okay, they're dead.
maybe they're not. We're gonna get there, they're gonna just have killed each other because of sibling, anger.
Yeah, it'll be very poetic.
So you have my word. Once you get this cure, me and my sister will be the first ones you administer it to.
You have our word.
Okay then. Now you
Alright, bye.
better leave before my friends get impatient.
Better leave before old Croak gets impatient as well.
As we're walking past the people at the camp, just be like, hey, good news, everybody. Took care of old Croaky for you. You have no problem walking back there now. And just keep walking.
Oh, you
I will
killed
not take questions. I will not take questions at this time.
Oh, you killed old Croaker.
No, we didn't kill him. We just gave him some well-needed rest. At the non-death kind.
He's just
all right. No more questions.
He fainted.
I was trying to trick them to that so they would walk back there
Yeah, but we don't care.
themselves, but yeah. But
I
honestly,
don't care. They laughed at us. So mean.
Hey, where'd that net person go?
oh
Just
God,
'cause I
she
don't
heard
move
it.
my token doesn't mean that I'm not here.
Some people are very literal with the map.
Oh God, I'm stuck in the wall. Ah!
I like it. It's fun. It's like my very.
That's how we
own
all were when we
Meeple.
started using D&D Beyond. We're like, oh, we can move things around one piece at a time.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Take it back to town. Can we take a bit of a short rest?
Yeah, we can take a short rest.
I'm the one who's gonna need it the most.
Man, those frauds licked you up good.
They did.
You kind of resting at the bar. The one that you were talking to Elro before, it's called the Jolly Dwarf. And As you're rescuing, he kind of like asks the barkeep, says, "Hey, ever hear of a man named Irvin Lyle?" And he goes, it's like, "Oh yeah, they rented a room here a few nights ago." Saying, "That's them over there having a dinner with their family right there." He points to two men and two tiefling children at one of the bars, or on one of the tables.
Can't be evil. Look at how handsome he is.
Dang, he looks good. For now.
So we beat him to a pulp.
No. Oh, those are cute kids too.
Sorry, I can't.
But Daddy, why are her horns bigger than mine? I'm twice as evil as her.
Yeah, so you see this family like just enjoying their supper. Kids are like excitedly talking, and one of them's like making bubbles in her soup and things like that. And one's just like just trying to keep him under control, and the other one is just like enjoying his ale, kind of like laughing. And
Mortimus will just pull a net and basically just go up right there and stare at all of them for a brief moment with his very ghastly looking, expression, looking down at them. It's like, one of you, Lyle. Irving Lyle.
I'll get one of them.
one of the little tiefling, the pink one here goes like "Daddy, that scary man's looking at you." Other one goes, "He's really pale."
Well, I've got it.
Eat your vegetables, kid, but go on, Bun.
Mordan will approach the table, give a polite a tip of the helmet. Evening.
One of the men goes, "Yeah, I'm Irvin. Can I help you?"
Yes. I was hoping that you might assist us with. We have found out about some stolen property, and we believe it may have possibly come into your possession without your knowing. Would you mind if one of you come with me over here to discuss this? I do not want to interrupt your dinner.
The other man kind of speaks up and goes, "It's like, well, we are in the middle of a meal here." And he goes, and Irvin goes like, "It's like, well, don't worry, he's a soldier."
Oh, just a few minutes. Not much of your time.
The other man named Fenton like kind of grabs Irvin's hand and he goes like, he says something about stolen goods. Are we in trouble? He goes, "Oh, don't worry. I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding." And one of the tiefling goes, "Daddy's going to jail."
Yay!
Other one's like, "He's gonna have to drink toilet water."
Remember how I taught you, Daddy, not how to protect yourself from a shiv?
And the other man goes like,
Look, the two kids are like gang leaders.
the other man
Karl.
goes like, it's like honor, magic. Daddy is not going to jail. He just has to talk to the officer because he did something stupid, I bet. And he goes, I'll get this sorted. He kind of steps aside, and Mordan, like, you take him to like a table. And...
Yeah, I'll lead him to preferably the other side of the tavern, but into the rest of the group.
Okay.
Right. Don't worry, you're not in trouble. We are searching for some stolen goods from that we believe may have been sold to you under false pretenses. Have you seen a blue vial?
There's like a sudden look of recognition. He goes, well, yes, me and my husband came across a dwarf on the road who sold us a beautiful blue vial for almost for a pittance. I'm surprised we got it so cheap.
Was it broken?
He goes, no, not broken. It was in good condition.
Well, I'm sorry to say, it has been stolen, and we would like to return it to its original owner. Where might we find it?
Well, she said it was a artifact from Isilcross. From my understanding that, you can't own an artifact that you find lying around. We bought it fair and square.
Right. I was hoping to be surreptitious about this. It is also associated to a murder.
Lightning cracks.
Yours.
He goes, how could that be possible? I think you'll have to explain yourself. I mean, the vial was empty. It's just full of sand.
You opened it.
It's like, yes.
Who touched it?
Well, we
You
all
can see the face is much more serious.
yeah.
Yep.
We all touched it. It was very pretty. We passed it around. It's like, why? What's happening?
I shall pay you what you paid for the vial. Return it immediately, but make sure it's sealed.
At this point, the other man, Fenton, kind of comes up, kind of seeing his husband's kind of disturbed. He goes, what's going on? Are we in trouble? It's like, no, it's the vial. They said that we bought. It says it's involved in a murder, and is it dangerous? It's like, what's happening? He's looking worried.
Do you have it?
It's like, yes, it's in our traveling case in our room.
May you take me to it, please? This is important.
They kind of look at each other, and he goes, Fenton, dear, just stay with the girls, and I'll see what this is about. It's like, don't worry, everything's fine. He goes, okay, and he will take you up to the room.
Meanwhile, Mortimus is not left the table side when he went up earlier. And he's just there with the kids.
One of the girls is looking up at you.
You kids want to see a dead body?
Yes.
Oh, and
Mortimus.
then I immediately slap Mortimus back really hard, and I just go, "Don't listen to this pale old kook," and I distract him with very harmless secret flame coming out of my hand.
The other one goes, it's like, so when Daddy goes to prison, can we visit him on weekends?
Absolutely.
Net's gonna pull Mortimus from the table.
I need an apprentice.
She's gonna look. How tall is Mortimus?
It's a human, so he's probably. I think he's tall and lanky, so probably maybe around 6 feet. Yeah, I didn't write it
Okay,
down.
so she'll be looking up because Net's only 5'3". So she looks up at him and she's got her hands pushed into her hips. She's like,
I buried my first body at 5.
right, you're a different breed.
The little one goes
yes,
I'm 6.
God, pull him further away is what the kids can. You're an entirely different breed than these kids. Look, I get it. Seeing a dead body's pretty interesting,
It is, yes.
Maybe not to like, little kids. That's kind of
well.
weird.
The little one definitely seems more into it than the other.
It's kind of weird. And you don't just say like not as strangers kids, like maybe somebody you knew.
I mean, they. Okay, this may be true, but how old were you when you had your first kill?
Mate.
8?
No.
Sorry.
I don't want to talk about the things I've had to do. This isn't about me. This is about you, Mortimus. This is about you.
I move quickly to Net and kind of nudge and go like, well,
Oh.
the girl's really happy when she hears dead body. I mean, at least she's happy.
That's weird. You're not supposed to be happy by dead bodies. The only reason why Mortimus is because he's...
Because I'm
Mortimus.
I know it's because he's Mortimus, but I mean, but look, she's laughing. She's adorable with
Benton
it. It's
returns
weird,
at
but
this
it-
point and goes, Benton returns at this point and he goes, yes, little magic has always been, interesting in that way.
Yeah,
Or just
right.
like,
Well,
Daddy? Go ahead.
keep a tighter grip on your girls because they might be found in cemetery soon. And I don't mean as if dead. I mean unburying. What's Mortimus? What's the
Dead.
term? What's the term for whenever you unbury a body?
Unburied.
Exhuming a
Yes.
corpse.
I don't usually have to do that.
I'm just saying.
I'm glad he's
When-
not
when
the
you-
expert on
When I
that.
bury him right. As I say, like Fenton comes back when the little kids, it's like, Daddy, what's rigor mortis?
Oh no.
Oh, the man
We
will
did
go,
not teach her that.
the man will say, okay, girls, I'll finish your soup and Daddy's gonna have a little chat with these, very interesting individuals. And this time he will turn to you and saying, is there anything I should know?
Well, who's he talking
My
to?
hand goes up over Mort's
Yeah.
mouth.
Kind of all of you. Saying, it's like, why did, that guard my husband go upstairs? What was wrong with that vial?
We're not doing anything.
The vial is could be very dangerous. We need to bring it down to the lab at headquarters to do some studying on. Mortimus has no idea what cops do.
Is it
CSI Wildemount.
is the vial cursed?
We don't know. That's why we need to do tests.
We would say it's danger. It's more medical than spiritual.
Magic's eyes go wide with delight at the sound of cursed.
He kind of... His body kind of stiffens. He goes... Does this have to do with that dead dwarf that we heard stories of an adventurer who turned to stone?
No, nobody turned to stone. I can assure you
Turned to
that.
ice? It's like a clear stone.
Damn.
Yes, clear stone might imply ice. Yes.
People said he was cursed. After visiting Islecross, that's where the artifact came from. And we will cut to the family's room. He opens up his traveling case, and there's just the blue vial that is just kind of placed haphazardly on top of a bunch of clothes and stuff.
Not broken, huh?
I was gonna say.
Well, I mean, there's only one picture, but this one is not broken now.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
But he did say like he did open it to see what was inside. There's nothing but a blue dust. He said.
Okay. Why do I have no bags? Okay. I'm assuming it's probably sitting on a shirt or something like that.
Yeah.
And he is going to bundle it up in the shirt, making sure very carefully not to touch it, and
Good job.
keeping an eye out for sand. Uh, and we'll turn to him. Right. Here's 3 gold to as recompense for you purchasing this. Is that enough?
He's let's say how much you paid for it.
Well, he said a pittance, so
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds
3 gold's a lot.
it's worth a certain amount, but yeah, he like the dwarf needed money bad, so she just took whatever she took. So yeah, like 3 gold. He goes, and at this point, the other man in the family comes up.
Got freaked out by us.
After hearing the news, and kind of relay the information that they think this vial was the cause of the curse, and immediately they're extremely worried that they somehow contracted frigid woe, as you called it.
yeah. I highly suggest you stay here in town. That money should pay for your lodgings for several days. We are
Correction,
currently...
it does say here 100 gold, but I'll still give you 3 gold.
Yeah, well, tough. If he was stupid enough to pay 100 gold for a bottle.
Hey, it's from a long dead civilization.
Hey, it's been... Go ahead.
I knew exactly what you were going to say.
Stay in town. Do not leave, because a cure is currently being looked for. If you try to flee, we will have no way to give it to you when we get it. I did not want to bring this up in front of the kiddies, so I would not suggest. They may notice soon, but be gentle. But it's we'll find something.
One of the men goes, or Irvin goes, you're talking to him, he goes, Honor tripped on the stairs this morning, saying her leg locked up. She almost fell.
Oh no.
She said that she felt cold.
Well, I'm afraid that's how it starts. Stay warm. Stay inside. We do not believe it. It may not travel by touch, but we do ask you try to stay at least a bit of distance from people.
We're not
but-
leaving this room.
Well, I mean, you can still get food, but that would be appreciated. Thank you.
I need to discuss this with my family.
Of course. I am going to dispose of this and make sure nobody else gets hurt.
You would know that the Elro would probably want to know about it. So, don't destroy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He goes up. I need to have a discussion with my family. Thank you. Oh dear. What did I get myself into? Or what did I get ourselves into? I knew it was too good to be true. He kind of like turns and walks and goes to his husband and goes, girls, need to have a little talk.
They showed up too?
Oh yeah, they're at the door.
And Mordan will leave carrying the thing in the folded up shirt.
I wave to the two girls who are just adorable.
Like, right as they're about to have, like, your real serious discussion.
I know, but like to give them a little bit of
Yeah.
happiness before the news.
One, like, gives the big waves. See you at the graveyard.
See you there.
Sure will.
You know where to find me.
You close the door, and a second later, you hear a little girl go, "Ah!"
With excitement.
Yeah.
Yeah, with excitement. We hear magic excited.
Found it.
Well,
Now what?
Well, the only thing we know what to do is to talk to Elro. They, unless anybody knows of a someone in.
You think you gathered all the information you can. You know the source.
Yeah.
You have the object that caused it.
Yeah, we've also got a name for the disease, which should widely help.
Yeah.
Tell that man immediately.
Yep, so that evening you go back to the town leader, Elro, tell him the story, all the clues you found.
Blue clues.
Like quite literally, the blues clues.
Yep.
Teehee.
Can
he
you
goes-
sign the curse?
He goes, well, yes I can, it's right there.
Is it here? Pokes vial.
He goes, frigid woe. I'm not familiar with the disease, the curse.
Whoa.
At least we know it's not contagious simply by like a normal disease. The vial seems to be the source.
By our count, we've got one, other than the one we buried, an additional death, and up to maybe 6 others, possibly a few more, that have been exposed.
I'm afraid we just don't know much about the disease. Maybe perhaps it starts with the powder, but who knows what else it may be capable of. I'm sure we have contained the threat for now, but a cure. We must find a cure.
Is there anyone in the village still alive who can make a remedy? Remove a curse, whichever this may be.
Well, we've already tried all the priests in town have tried to remove the curse back when Ergon was alive.
Right.
But now that we know a name, we know the source, perhaps we can find a cure. I shall speak to the acolytes in the church and the researchers in the libraries and see if we can find any more information.
Any
As-
alchemist might be helpful too.
What's that?
Any alchemist might be helpful too.
It's like I guess. This is an ancient curse. I doubt we have the knowledge. He gives a big sigh and he goes, regardless, I promised you 100 gold pieces to find the source of the disease, and you have done so. And he will
And
hand over a small satchel of 100 gold pieces.
25 for each.
Yep. So you can add
Yeah.
25 gold to your inventory. Fernando, if you go to your inventory, there should be a gold counter.
Let's see.
Or the top right of the window.
Ah, there we are.
Yeah, under
Yeah.
inventory, it's right above manage inventory. There's a little gold icon.
You also have the option, if you want to play super detailed, to actually put items into, or to put gold into containers. That's an option you can turn on D&D.
No,
Don't worry about it. Yeah. I just like telling people about these neat features.
Don't traumatize him with variant encumbrance.
Oh wait, let me tell you about Electrum.
What is that?
Oh,
I don't know. Oh
A
no.
coinage nobody uses. It's
it is-
a $2 bill of D&D.
Oh,
It's
Mark,
not-
when you were reading over Minds of Fandelver, did they get rid of Electrum?
Nope, still have Electrum.
Oh, really? I figured
Yep.
they would have converted that because no one uses that anymore. Because they haven't had it in books in so long.
Yeah.
Did we didn't have any gold prior to this, right?
Not much. Gold,
Just whatever we started with. I only had one silver piece for whatever reason.
Because it said 15 gold for starters.
Some
Yeah,
backgrounds give some gold. So
Okay.
Yeah.
I started with 10.
One D&D is standardizing it so everybody starts with the same gold and the same equivalent of equipment and leftover gold. They might do that now. I've never actually calculated it, but
Which totally makes sense, because I mean, an outsider that lives out in the wilderness is going to have the same amount as a noble.
Yeah, right. Makes total sense.
I've been around places for it to make total sense.
right, so
You found a gold mine.
I'll take a long rest.
Hey.
A
Hey.
few days pass,
and we level up, right? Yes.
and you will level up.
Oh, okay,
Oh.
cool.
But Elro will get back to you and say, well, I have some promising news about our situation.
Go on. Thank you for visiting us in the cemetery.
We like this is our
Well, that's
pal.
where we first met, so I figured we could.
Net is once again sitting on top of a tombstone, just kicking her feet.
Saying I looked in the old history books and indeed they do have the disease known as frigid woe. Consulted the old lore. And unfortunately, we do not have the means to produce a cure. Only the Eronians, the Eronians, who created the curse, know how to cure it, and they've been dead for a very long time. But they did make antidotes.
Don't tell me. Let me guess. You want us to go look for them. Am I right? Did I get it right? What,
You're
do you think
not
I got it right?
wrong.
Mm.
The cure for frigid woe, contained in golden vials in the ruins of the Isle Cross. Saying,
First we find blue vials, now gold.
but the gold ones contain a milky liquid that will instantly cure whoever's affected. At least that's what the books say.
I lean into Net and I kind of go, "But why would they just make a disease and bottle it up just to have a cure to bottle up? Like, they had to be manufacturing this disease, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why would they do that?
Maybe that's why they all died. Think of all the
I mean-
bodies that are going to be there, Mortimus.
I mean,
Bones, corpses.
This is part of like the lore of the setting, but this old civilization was destroyed during something called the Calamity, where the gods that were on this world kind of fought against each other, which led to this destruction of this flying city, where compared to these people were like much more advanced. And
sounds familiar, right?
Yeah, it
Bun and
sure
Jess?
does.
geez, Matt Mercer, come up with some original lore about the ruins are from these floating cities that crashed to the ground when the gods kind of did battle in their backyard.
Look, Net's been underground for a very long
Yeah.
time. She doesn't know anything about the above world.
Well, I think that's like how the Paladels like went underground in the first place, is they were trying to
Yeah.
escape from that.
Yeah.
But it seems these people created this disease and also have an antidote, so who kind of knows what it was for.
Or maybe they had to make, like, antidotes in case, like, if you're making something, don't you have to, like, test it? Like, if you're making a new dish, right, you gotta,
True.
like, try it. So maybe that's what they had to do. That's why they made antidotes.
I have heard of, eradication of
Home-cooked
diseases,
meals.
but they
Oh.
keep some. Yes, I have heard of home-cooked meals as well.
What was the last
TV
time you had
dinners,
one?
I think.
Sorry.
Where was I?
Elro, we'll go look for these antidotes. Now, I just have a question, though. It's a very important question. Say one of us gets sick with cold, or freezing, whatever. If one of us gets sick with cold, are we allowed to drink the antidote? What if there's only one? These are very important questions that I need to know.
He
So
goes,
I'm not
well,
about.
he's like, you're like in his face, like, what if this happens? What if this happens? He goes, I heard only a drop can cure you, so yes, if you unfortunately contract this curse, then
Right.
Bottoms up.
I just, I only ask because we four, the one who've been going round talking to everybody who's apparently sick with this. So if it's airborne, and somebody's sneezed or coughed on us, or had a lot of spittle when they talk, then we might already be sick. So, I just want to make sure that I'm not going to do this and then just die. Because I'd be miserable.
Say, well, if it's worth anything, I am willing to pay you when you return.
Of course you are. I wouldn't do this out of the kindness of my heart.
It says 200 gold pieces.
Mordan
And there's a ship in port. Is that? There you are.
Mordan comes up behind her and coughs a few
I
times.
cough.
Don't you dare.
He goes,
How tall is... Sorry, just Joey, one second. How tall is Mordan?
About 4.5.
She looks down at him like, finally, looks down at him like, don't you dare.
Tilts up just enough for her to see a grin underneath his hat.
So he says there's a ship in port that he can hire, called the Remoraz, that can take you to Islecross. Serinla is the largest island, and there of the Islecross. That's where the dwarf explorer came from. He says he can take you there, and I'll go over the details next time. But he says he knows a contact from a settlement there who'll be able to transport the vial, if you find it, to the town.
What, you don't trust us?
Saying, well, it's much quicker than boat.
You think they could teleport us over, to where we need to go? It'll also be much quicker than boat.
Doesn't work on living things, I'm afraid.
And
More.
what?
Morty.
Oh, yes, alive. Yes.
It's especially useful with living things. Saying, I'll tell you now, I have a contact, an elf named the Buyer, who sells artifacts and teleports them instantly to other areas of the world.
Okay, real quick. Shouldn't he be called the Seller?
I was just about to say that.
He buys teleports.
I don't think...
Oh, it's got a point.
Look, maybe he just... Maybe he liked the way it sounded.
He buys it from the adventurers and then sends it to his contacts in other cities.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What I say? Did I say something exactly
You
the
called him
opposite?
the buyer. And then he then immediately said he sells things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Elro goes, oh, I'm getting old.
We know.
I've got the dementias.
No, that's just sad.
He says there's also a friend of Ergon named Orvo Mustave, who traveled with him during the expedition, and he may have some information as well. But it is a long journey, and according to my research, he goes, "Oh, I didn't tell you. That poor family is showing symptoms, all 4 of them."
Not surprised.
We figured.
Luckily, they're in the early stages of the disease, so they have more time. But if it's anything like Ergon, then within the next 2 months, they would be dead.
Well, I'm sure I speak for all of us when I say we'll make it as quick as we can.
Yes.
Oh, I've no intention of sticking over there for 2 months.
I think
I'd
the
rather
town.
not.
I think the town will be okay without an undertaker for 2 months.
I hope so. I hope we'll be fine, but I hope there's no need.
Yeah.
Make
Well,
a
if you need something, one of those tiefling girls was very, very interested in becoming an undertaker
How's
apprentice.
she going to be an undertaker, Morty, if she's already dying? You didn't
She's
think
got
about that
2
one,
months.
did you?
She's got 2 months.
You
Kat
think-
says she was like
5.
He thinks the
Well,
family,
Sorry, 6.
6.
Plenty of time for an internship.
he thinks the family will have about 60 days, and the dwarf sisters will have about 20. And that's cutting it real close for the dwarfs.
Well, we'll do what we can.
He goes, then
Karl's
I will allow you to prepare. The Ramirez will leave tomorrow morning.
All right.
You got it. Meanwhile, Karl's like to himself. His priorities have changed. He's just like, for the children. Everyone else doesn't matter. Those 2 kids matter.
Do it for the kids.
Do it
For the kids, so
kids.
they can grow up to be strong undertakers and embalmers.
No, because they can do whatever they want. You're weird. dude.
One last thing before we assume we're winding down.
Uncle
Yeah.
Mortimus.
Want to go over to Net and be like, Net, do you really
Yes.
mean that?
About what?
You said that if you'd be like disappointed if you died, nothing to do. You really feel that about death?
Well, I mean, we've all got our time, haven't we? However, it's worth noting that I've been alive for a while, but I've only just started living, you know what I mean? I've been underground for so long, and now I'm finally out and experiencing things.
Can be pretty cold underground.
Well, I mean, we were alright. It wasn't as cold as it is up here, to be honest. But, I'd like to experience a bit more of what the world's got to offer before I just keel over and have to be buried 6 feet under by you. I mean, if anyone's going to kill me, or not kill me, sorry. If anyone's going to bury me, of course I'd want it to be you, because I know how well you treat the dead.
Yes.
And why? Why do you ask?
I don't know, I take personal, I don't want to say offense, but interest in whenever anybody says something poorly about the great beyond or approaching the great beyond.
Mortimus, are you dead?
Not
are you
really, no.
not alive? What do you mean not really? That's not an answer. Either you're dead or you're not.
And cut to black. No.
Why'd you
like-
put a bag over my head?
You're like one of them weird zombie types, like undead. You walk
No,
among
no.
the living. Oh,
Not at all. No. Me?
no.
No.
Insight check.
My go ahead.
I have admit.
Yeah.
Hiya! Oh, and I rolled like shit. 13. Oh.
You will note that he is not deceiving you when he says the following. Me, I'm not dead, no. My boss. Maybe that's a different story.
Right.
Right.
I
Am
get you. She like winks, but like a questioning, like with a quirked brow and like.
Now I just
shrugging,
have more
like,
questions.
Murdered your boss for a promotion, eh?
That's a bit weird.
Am I listening in on this, or am I just from a
You
distance?
guys are...
No, it's just them, I think.
No, you can be around. I'm just not saying in front of the mayor. So if you're nearby, you could probably hear. I'm not keeping it quiet.
Yeah, Mordan is off getting provisions at a general store.
Yeah. I assure you, I am
Very
as
much
alive
alive.
as you or Karl or
As far as we
Mordan.
know. As far as we know, they might be like. Although I guess maybe you'd like smell the stench of death on them. They would then.
I could identify that, yes. Bit of a
That's you're
instinct
so
there.
bizarre. You're
you
so bizarre. Like you really are just a different
You-
breed of dog. No, it's not a bad thing. It's a compliment.
I'm
Take
saying.
it. You're
I'm
one of the most
saying.
interesting people I've ever met, and I've met very few since coming above
Glad I've
ground.
gone to the top of the list.
I didn't say
You've
at the
been
top.
underground for a while. You could probably identify mushrooms and fungi and algae just by looking at it, could you not?
I mean, so long as they're native to where I lived, yeah.
It's the same thing. I am, if anything is native to where they die, I'm used to it.
Oh, is that why you're able to like tell what people are by licking dirt?
That comes from experience. That's more of the
Okay,
job.
that's.
And I kind of like the taste.
Oh.
I do an inside check on Mortimus to see if he lied about that or not.
Do it.
Good. Yeah.
You're doing this as you're burying the bodies of the bandits you killed a few days ago.
Yeah.
No, he's not as enthusiastic as he says it, but he doesn't hate the taste. He's being mostly honest
Mostly.
about the taste.
Yeah.
Tell a lot about a person, about where they tread in the ground,
No, yeah, I.
like where they've
suppose-
been.
Yeah, no,
And
I
if they've-
understand.
And if they've stepped in dog crap.
I'm so sorry you've had
Yeah,
to actually taste
I
that.
retconned that. I really shouldn't have. We're having a moment
Well-
that I can't resist a joke.
You know, it's fine. You know, Morty,
I didn't think
You're-
it wasn't.
I'm reassuring you. Because some other people might think you're a bit strange.
Oh, they definitely do, yes.
Yeah.
And I nod. I'm just like, oh no, it's all.
Yeah. I point over to Karl and I'm like, I'm very used to that, yes.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's strange too. We're all a bit
Right,
strange,
yeah.
aren't we?
I'm not bothered by it.
No, I mean,
And I don't mean to say that I don't appreciate the honesty in your acceptance.
like you
Even
should.
Karl's.
You should
do.
appreciate it. She's
do.
like all up on him now, like chest to torso. Like you should, because
I'll fight you.
I haven't been around the village a long time, but no, like you're a lone wolf type. I haven't seen you around many people besides the dead. That doesn't count.
Where I stay. As you said, I'm strange. I scare many people.
You don't scare me.
The kids are quite interesting. Or interested. And yes, the occasional person like you. That
Elro, I think we got a case.
Kids are quite interested, or maybe just think I'm they don't really have clowns here. What's the closest thing to a clown? A scary old man in the graveyard.
Do you think maybe they tell stories about you? Like, oh, you better watch out or Mortimus is going to come get you and bury you. It's kind of fucked up.
I've actually spread some of those rumors amongst the school children. Yes.
Just so weird. She like puts like a head on her hand and she like just like one arm across her chest, the other hand like holding her
lean
arm.
in.
Like, ugh.
He'll lean in. Fear is sometimes a good way to get young kids to do what they should be doing.
Please don't ever get that close to me again. That's horrific.
Do you
Oh
ever
my
do you
God.
ever give cryptic
Your breath
clues
smells
about?
like dirt.
You ever give cryptic clues about moving gravestones? Reveal secret
Sometimes.
passageways.
Sometimes I'll move the headstones of long buried ones just to confuse the locals. Not the loved ones of ones, just like the ancient ones, the ones that are older. But the
She, like-
headstones are very ornate, and they'll be like, "Why wasn't this over there yesterday? What's going on?"
Oh.
And then whistle. Do 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 do.
Net takes her hand off of her face and just kind of pushes it against Mortimus's and like, get away from me. And then she like turns and looks at Karl. She's like, we're not all like that in this village, I swear. Some of us are normal. Not me, not Mord. I think Mord is probably the most normal one out of all of us.
Karl feels the most normal he has ever felt. And
I'm glad we can make you feel better about yourself.
Silly humans.
He's curious. I want to do an insight check on what Mortimus's true motives in life are.
Go ahead and give me an insight check. Could be a tough one. It's not enough. He is you don't really get the true motivations of him of life or anything. He is not a harmful person. He takes the job very seriously for some reason, and is just used to being, the strange old man in the graveyard, and has accepted that, very much as if you would just accept growing a beard and be like, well, I have a beard now.
I look to Mordan because Mordan is the first to call him Uncle Morty. And I'm like, yep, that's who our guy is.
Mordan
Very-
comes back.
very unique
Mordan comes back. Mortimus will stop him before he keeps going. It's like, I think Net's upset at me. I think I may have maybe dug graves a little too deep, and the bodies just fall into former home. I don't know.
It's
hard to read.
Metaphor. You're so
No.
weird.
I don't say it in earshot of you. I say it away
Oh,
from you.
She's looking at
But you-
Karl.
you
He's
still
so
say that.
weird.
It's so weird.
He's so fucking weird.
And Karl's like, I know, you've told me this 10 times today, yes.
I'm sorry. I
No,
just there really is nobody like Morty. He's can't really say he's been a good friend. I've known of him, but I've really only known him for like a week now.
I think he's a good friend because we haven't died in his presence. So I
You know
I
what?
take that as a great win so
That's
far.
a very, very good point, Karl. And it's like I said to him, if I trust anybody with my body once I go, it's gonna be him. Please don't let him take me. She like clutches onto his robe.
I will not let him take you.
Good.
Not completely sure of what that means.
Good. I'd like to stay alive as long as I can. Thanks. She lets go. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to my abode, wherever I live here in this town.
Under
we
a
leave in
rock.
the morning.
Under a rock.
We leave it in the morning.
Yeah, you leave in
Yeah.
the morning. So you will have some time to do some shopping if you want.
Woo!
So if you want to new armor or weapons, or an extra healing potion, those cost
But we-
50 gold pieces.
I
We
don't
do
have
level up.
enough.
We do level up to level 2.
You do level up to level 2.
Woo! Reckless attack. Let's go.
Woo!
So, Fernando. It's called the F threat. As I said, it's an easier word to say. So what you can do is click on the easiest way is click on the anvil that's in the top right of the screen, and this will immediately bring you back to the character builder, and it'll bring you to the class tab. And what you can do, you're likely not going to multi-class, so all you have to do is just change the level from 1 to 2, and it's just like when you were creating your character. It'll have either more options that are some of which may fill things out, some of which might not have anything for you to make choices from, but it'll be added to your character sheet. And then you can go back to spells and then repick spells because you'll have another spell slot at level 2. And I think you get level 2 spells at that point, maybe?
Yeah, you probably have you might have an extra spell.
Yeah, you'll have an extra spell slot to prepare something. But I don't think it gets level 2 spells come at third.
Yeah, if you want to change your
Okay.
spells, you can. Clerics get an ability called Channel Divinity, and it's different for each subclass. But for you, it's called Preserve Life, and you basically get a pool of hit points you can cure people with.
Ah, yes. Wonderful.
As an action,
also
you
just
present
hit
your holy symbol to invoke healing energy that can restore a number of hit points equal to 5 times your cleric level. So that's you get a pool of 10 hit points you can just heal people with.
Very nice.
This feature can restore a creature to no more than half of its hit point maximum, so you can heal them up to half health. You can't use it on undead, so I don't know if Morty can be healed by these.
Mord isn't undead.
so.
It's just his boss.
This is boss.
He's
there's
just
something
very
funky
pale.
going on with him.
If you can guess from the from our chat menu, I get a very big Noel Fielding from IT Crowd vibe with him.
Oh, of Mortimus?
He-
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's not a vampire, but he really looks like one.
Pretty much.
So you
Ooh, if I get Devil's Sight, I can see further than net.
get Divine Domain feature, but I'm not seeing that on the list.
I don't think you get a choice. You just get that based on your subclass.
That's in features and traits, I think.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure what that does.
Not all of them. They might not all be actions. Some of them could be passive.
Okay. And yep. We'll decide that next time. But if you want to get more armor or weapons or get a healing potion, then we can do that next time.
While they were talking, I've done a bit of purchasing myself and just getting little things we might need, like a pickaxe or crowbar and stuff.
So, what did you do with that splint armor? Did you equip that? Because remember, you found the adventurer's armor.
You could
Right.
probably sell that.
You could sell it, but it
could also wear it.
It is
We
dwarf
have-
size.
Probably cursed with cold.
No, that's a good point. It is one higher than what I've got. If you can clean it.
Yeah, you can spend the day. You can spend the day cleaning it.
Prestidigitation. It's
Yeah.
easy.
Oh,
Okay.
it is filthy. He's one of those.
Yeah, I'll upgrade to that if I can.
Yeah, I mean, Elrose said that you could have it. So. All right. Thank you for coming on the makeup day.
No
Yeah,
problem.
sorry
Thanks
about that,
thanks for
guys.
running.
Awesome.
Oh no,
problem.
it's just glad you're feeling better.
Yeah, I'm out of the sick. Like I know I definitely still sound sick, but it's just that like more the coffee. Like
Yeah.
I'm coughing a lot, but I can
Um,
breathe through my nose, and that's the most important
Did
thing.
you guys
Yeah.
want to continue like this Monday? Do it again, or do you want to switch to Fridays? Or
No, Mondays are better for me.
Yeah, Mondays are good.
okay, so I know.
Also, I would like to complain about this makeup day. There wasn't a single amount of mascara or lipstick.
One needed to get a final pun in there.
All right, so we'll play again on Monday then.
Yay!
Alrighty.
All right. Thank you.
I am taking. Should we keep what we pick secret for the next game?
For what you
For
buy.
Our character choices.
What's
Level 2?
secret?
Oh,
Should
so
we keep them
warlocks.
secret?
Oh, because warlocks get something a level two.
I get choices. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to take Eyes of the Runekeeper so I can read all writing because we're going to look for something from an ancient civilization.
Good
And
points.
then Agonizing Blast, just to add my charisma modifier to my Eldritch Blast. Well,
You're like,
Yeah,
there's
I need a little
nothing
bit more damage than
unusual
that.
about me as you start doing ancient rituals and
yeah. I wanted to do like the pull and push things and just become like a maneuvering character. But like, yeah, next time. I also don't like how some of the things are like you get X spell as a spell. It's like, well, cool, I guess. I like other things.
so are you undying or
It wasn't
undead?
horrible.
I am an this warlock is an undying.
Okay. I played with Sam and she was an undead, I think, and
Yeah,
she-
that is a newer one.
yeah, she has
Go ahead.
it's weird because like they sound almost the same, undying versus undead. But yeah, but she can transform into like a visage, like a horrifying visage form, or something like that. But I don't think undying does that.
Oh, like
Undying
Wanda
is-
and,
Yeah.
It's like a subclass
yeah. So
Yeah,
the
they're both
undead-
subclass.
or a subrace.
Yeah, the
type of thing.
undead
It's
basically
weird.
turn to a zombie form and like scare everyone.
Yeah.
Let me see the undying.
The Undying are basically you're becoming a lich apprentice essentially.
Sway
No.
fiction unlock the secrets of everlasting life for the undying. Secrets of everlasting life. Although such a prize, like all power, comes at a price. So, like at level, like
But
at
in
later
like
levels,
20
I
or
start
something like
aging-
that, you're
yeah, I start aging like 1 year for every 10 years, and things like that. This is, I think, a lot to do with.
Wow, and you're already so
eating
old
death?
and ugly.
Yeah, I'm leaning into it. Whereas the other one, the undead, you made a pact with a deathless being, a creature that defies the cycle of life and death forever. So one is avoiding death, one just ignores it, I guess.
well, you asked for eternal life, not eternal youth.
Yeah, pretty much. Maybe. You don't
Gotta
know.
be
You don't know my
specific with that
bosses.
stuff.
I don't know who my boss is. I don't know all the gods. I just want to play a warlock.
It's Steve.
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
You know,
it's
Steve
Jake
from
from
accounting.
No, it's Jake from State Farm.
Steve the Witch.
Oh, right.
Like a good neighbor.
Steve is there.
Steve will be my patron if you do the Minecraft game.
He'll sell you a really cheap really cheap phylactery.
That just gave me. What if you play a warlock in the Minecraft game and your patron is Herobrine?
Ah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
actually
no.
good. I like that.
Yeah.